4 lights, 5 lights, when the glitch goes out, and away we go. Sorry for the terrible camera angle. So it looks like Jensen gets a good start on the yellow flag, and one car's already lagging over the place. Ducati's already a push up to 3rd place. Speedy is down to P4, but it looks like Icewind's coming up the inside, and Speedy comes into turn 1 ahead. Oh, then Ducati and Jensen both side by side going for the lead as Smeltino actually going to get the lead. Yes, he has got the lead going into turn 1, but no, they're still both side by side. Jensen tries to go around the outside to get Ducati, but Jensen gets the inside line again. They're both touch wheels. Ducati goes off track and almost loses the Prix, and Jensen's already got past him again. This is great action as Ducati comes back on the inside.
Yeah, Jensen went wide there. It cost him, didn't it? A bit of speed, but I think he's got the corner right, so Ducati just keeps his nose in there, but he's lucky to not get it cut off.
Prix as they both go side by side.
Oh, contact! Oh my word!
That was just no.
Yeah, I mean. Yep, and he's about to get overtaken. Actually, Larson got an epic run out of the final corner, and he has DRS as well. So.
And
yeah.
Light cruiser, I can't speak.
Yeah, he made that P12. He's looking pretty pacey here. Oh, Hedis Davis makes a big mistake, and Wimpy goes into him. He had no option but to hit him. And he's going to have DRS around about now. And yeah, he's going to have this done before the corner, I suspect. And he's running. Oh, contact!
Oh, it's the boat touch. Icewind now, I would say he needs to get the inside line. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't need to get the inside line. He sticks on the outside. But the boat will come down towards turn 2. Icewind has so much more grip. That's why he's staying on the inside, and he's going to compromise as he gets the move done. And that's also looks like Light Cruiser still in on the action, and looks like Light Cruiser is actually going to take push as well now if he keeps up that close. But
yeah, I think he's going to go too wide here, isn't he? Oh, he's thinking about it. He's keeping the wheel in.
I don't think he'll make it going to.
Oh, switch to the other side, and he's done the inside. What a cheeky move, and it looks like it's going to pay off as they go too wide for turn 1. Yeah.
I was going to say, I shouldn't be showing teammate, but
he's waving.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you want to do the honours across the line? And Jensen wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Camera was a crap.
So it's lights out and away we go. Larson gets up good. Icewind too. Tipsy Bob is side by side with Larson. Will he go down the inside? He will, maybe, yeah. He gets a good exit. They're side by side right now. The back of five, nuts!
Yeah, sorry, it's 4 of them.
3 wide!
Almost 4 wide. Oh, 4 wide into turn 1!
4 wide! That's gonna be epic!
It's literally a rolling barricade.
Wow! Wow!
And Boost gains 4 positions by that, I think.
Oh, Tipsy's going for it. E1 on the outside and turn. I don't know what turn that is, but yeah, wow. What a move from Tipsy.
This is the lead.
Light Cruiser is still there. Larson is still on the outside. Both of them go wide into the chicane. Or as Larson goes wide, as Light Cruiser actually still. Oh, as Larson has to back out. As Light Cruiser, 3 of them, 3 wide.
Oh, contact.
That's Tipsy.
This is great news for Tipsy because he's now got Light Cruiser between him. Oh, and Larson goes off. And it takes off Jensen as well.
No, sorry, I thought my teammate had gone out the race then.
Yeah,
oh,
Bascadino into the wall. And from wing damage, and I think that's his race over.
Oh, someone goes into the
Oh, no.
He got on the curb and he just. Oh, did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Massive overspeed there.
Right.
Yeah, it almost looked like Grassy just lifted off the throttle.
Too far back now, so it was he goes a bit too wide.
Bad exit. Let's see Max speed now. Has overspeed.
Yes, he does.
He can't make racing force. No.
As Matt, could this be for the final podium position as Max Spilts goes on the inside into turn 1, but Speedy cuts back on the inside as both push. Yeah, they did. No, he hasn't spun, so they're both going side by side into turn 2 as Max Spilts forces Speedy wide, and Speedy's not letting go there easily as Max Spilts comes around. It's forced wide. Speedy, he's actually still there. They're both coming up to turn 2. Who's going to be the one to yield and who's going to be later on brakes? And it looks like Max gets the move done just about, but Speedy's not leaving it there. He's going to try and go on the outside, but Max keeps the door shut, and I think
Speedy's drive by Max Speed. Oh!
Sorry, like Speedy's going to have one more go with him coming into this turn, but he's
It's happening. It's happening. I can't believe it.
This comes right
One more corner.
And Tipsy Bob,
Tipsy gets the win.
the man from Southern Ireland, wins the Hungarian Grand.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another EGL broadcast. This time we're joining the SLR F2 crew for a race around Spa, and you're joining us just as we are restarting the lobby. So you haven't missed any action is the good news. Also more good news is that I have Icewind on hand with me right now.
Hi there, Chief, and hello anybody who's watching the stream.
Yeah.
We're just, as Chief just said, we're just in the process of restarting the lobby because we had a bugged loading screen, as is sometimes the case with this game.
Yeah, so not a great start by any stretch of the imagination, but this does give us an opportunity to kind of take a moment to appreciate the fact that there's 19 drivers, and potentially maybe 20 now that there's a restart. 19 or 20 drivers on the grid, so we're looking at a very competitive field here, and we're looking at, yeah, but I think there's going to be a lot of hard racing going to go on here, and I don't think this is going to be it's not going to be an easy one to call, because I think there's going to be a lot of action throughout the field here.
No, but should be fun. I'm expecting this to be one of the tracks, you know, it's an old school proper race track where you can actually overtake and can go side by side and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to this one. On the comms booth, I was kind of looking forward to driving it as well, but comms is just as fine.
Yeah, so the backstory for this one is, yeah, I thought I'd go for a little nap, and I thought I had a lot of time, you know, in which to wake up and do the broadcast, and then I realized, oh yeah, this was moved half an hour forward, so, and it has been for quite some time, so yeah, I quickly, at like around about 1:30, whenever the race is about to take place, was when it dawned on me, so yeah, just this is giving me a bit of a breather here. This is giving me a chance to wake up and really appreciate this race. So I think it's a good thing in a way. And I'm getting an invite from Icewind, so the lobby is set up. Hopefully we can get underway pretty soon.
I've done a little bit of study here before we start the race. So Light Cruiser actually has been dominating this series in Michael Schumacher style from from his Ferrari days. So Light Cruiser today has already the possibility to ensure his championship if he basically beats Max Splits or Push. He will be crowned the champion of this season. And just looking at his results for this season, he's pretty much won at least one of the races, and in many cases both of the races for every single race that has been done this season. So Light Cruiser's been the master of this series, to be honest, this season anyway. It's not really been too much challenge to him. I know that Push, for example, has had a couple of races where he's been close on pace, but Light Cruiser's been unbeatable for a lot of it. And today he actually has the chance to claim the championship. I think he also won the last season, right? So
yeah, he is defending champion, and this season Push has really took it to him, but he just hasn't, you know, just whenever it counts, he just has not been able to surpass Light Cruiser. Light Cruiser always seems to have the edge on Push, and you know,
just a tiny bit, not a lot, but it's been like a tenth or two, and Light Cruiser is, I mean, he's phenomenal on these cars. I have to say that. So raced him many times myself, and I'm nowhere near him on these cars.
Yeah, and Jensen 89, you know, we of course like we all know that name, and we saw what he can do last week. He just fought, he jumped in, he did an F2 race, he won an F2 race, and he did pretty. I think he got taken out of the other race, So Light Cruiser, it's not going to be easy for him today, you know, to get this win, or chance of a win, because there, of course, is 2 opportunities to get a win and some points.
But I do think Light Cruiser's, as we're actually about to go, I guess, but Light Cruiser's goal here is today to beat Max and push, and that's his ticket to the championship today.
Yeah.
I don't actually have completely up-to-date standings, but I did some maths and talked to Light Cruiser, and basically, as I said, if he beats Max and push today, he's gonna be the champion. So we'll see what happens.
And
Loading in. Hopefully this works this time.
Tipsy Bob as well is here today. He won last week, and has been in great form recently. And I know he's he's kind of up the ante this season in SLR across both Tier 1 and the F2 series. But it all came to fruition last week as he took the win, and impressively so. And he's got another chance to get another win. I'm sure, you know, once you get that first win, it just gives you a bit of hunger for the next one. So let's see what he can do on track today.
Yeah, and Tipsy is representing us older guys, so we're well, Jensen maybe as well. He's in his 30s now, so we've got a couple of more experienced guys giving some challenge to these young guns that we have on track. So starting the quali now. Luigi, oh, it's gone all the way around. So Ducati actually heads the field after turn 1.
Yeah, so
I assume this is live action on the results.
Yeah, and Ducati, yeah, it is live action. Yeah, as you can see, every corner they tend to jump around. But Ducati, yeah, he's up top there with Light Cruiser second. Their teammates, of course. And yeah, Ducati did well as well. He's really coming into. Of course, he used to be called Smeltino in season 1, so maybe people have heard of him from there. But yes, he has done pretty well this season. He's been outshadowed by his teammate, but he's put on an impressive performance here. As you can see, he's P1 currently, heading into, and I'll let Ice say the name of that corner.
Are you kidding me? I have to open the track maggots. I'm not, you know.
Oh, we know. Well, at least we know this one. This is Puyon, and
yeah, that's Puyon.
Ducati is still in the lead. Light Cruiser second, Jensen P3, so it's kind of stabilized at the minute. Luigi jumping up to P4 there, and Adrianov actually is in the mix for that P4 position.
Yeah, so usual suspects on top. In addition to Ducati, who seems to have a really good setup and line through this track, because he's still in the lead, and Light Cruiser has taken second place at the moment, and Jensen in third, Luigi fourth, Wimpy actually in fifth. So Wimpy's having a good qualifying lap here as well.
He is indeed,
so we'll
P5,
see,
yeah.
Yep. Ducati across the final corner when he retires from the session.
Ooh, Light Cruiser dropped down a wee bit, but he's back up again. So it's P1, P2 for Light Cruiser and Ducati.
Good lap by Ducati, definitely 57.4. That's a good lap time, I'm sure. So I saw in TT that people were doing like high 56s or something on the fastest guys. So
yeah, and I'm just looking down the order as well, and it looks like it looks like there's no real big surprises in the bottom half of the field. You expect all the fast guys like Jensen, Ducati, Light Cruiser all up there.
Wimpy in P5 though, that's good.
Wimpy in P5, yeah, that is a pretty epic lap that he put in. He just beat his teammate, he'd be glad to see that. Tipsy Bob just behind him there.
He's beaten Push P6 as well, Danico. So good lap by Wimpy, I would say. Let's hope he can keep his form in the race. And I wonder what's happening with Adam there. Okay, never mind. I think we're it's now saying to me Adiranev fifth. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see what the results actually say after this. So okay, Adam actually was up there in fifth apparently. For me he was completely lagged out or something, but That's what it says to me at least now.
Yeah, I've got that as well. P5,
a bit weird.
158.36. So I wonder if he lagged across the line and it kind of messed with his results a wee bit. But yeah, he's been on a pretty good lap here. And Adam, I think he's a bit of a dark horse. Yeah, he's one of those guys you kind of you can't doubt because he tends to get himself into incidents or have issues with lag and connection and stuff. But he is a fast boy on his day, and I think he's got a point to prove here.
Yep. So we do have a formation lap here, right? So we'll have a few moments to look at the grid once we get underway.
Yeah, so the drivers in the cockpits is setting up their strategies. Obviously going to be a one-stop strategy here. You're going to have to do a mandatory pit stop. You can't pit within the first 3 laps or you will get disqualified by the end of the race. If you don't use your mandatory 1 tire change. I have fallen victim to that myself. I learned it the hard way. I think it was Bahrain.
Yeah, so you have to use both of the compounds in the feature race, otherwise you will get disqualified. So.
Yep, and we're underway, the formation lap. So out front you see here Ducati and Light Cruiser. In front they got the front row of the grid sealed, but right behind them there is, let's see, yeah, you've got Jensen there in P3. He's of course he's a reserve driver, so he's not really driving for the team as such, you know, or he's just doing it for the laughs, as they say. But he's put himself in a really good position. P3 and Luigi P4. Luigi, I was speaking to him last night. I am really super impressed with this guy. He just loves the game, and he just grinds it hard, and that practice is showing him pace. He was kind of scaring me with his pace in Baku yesterday. So he's a fast boy, yeah, in P4.
Yeah, he was definitely always a fast boy. By the way, put the tires on up on the stream as well, just
sure.
a reminder. So Luigi, not a surprise to me anyway, because he was really fast already in Tier 2 at the end of the last season. He's dropped racing line and ABS, I think, now. So yeah, I expected him to be up there anyway. But then we have Adam in P5, who was missing for for our view in the qualifying, but he's up there in P5. Wimpy in P6, Tipsy Bob, last week's race winner in P7, and Push in P8.
Running up the top 10, then we've got Bascadino, P9, Danico showing up for this race. I know he kind of retired at the start of the season, but he's got that itch back, and we've got him here in P10, and we know he's a fast boy. We'll keep an eye on him. P11
he starts on the mediums as well.
Oh yes, he's the first on the mediums. Well spotted there, Ice, and Larson behind also on the mediums. And then we've got GRL Nickel. I can never say this guy's name. I'm going to call him Nick for this one.
Nicolidis. Yep. We'll call him Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Keep it simple, as I always say. So P12, yeah. So that's Nick at the back there. But yeah, good position, but on the soft tires. And there is a car off at the back there, I saw. Grassy Juice.
Okay.
Yeah, had a bit
got
of
back
an
on
issue.
track though, and he's going again. But yeah. So we're just approaching the end of the formation lap, and the cars are lining up to the grid. And we're about to get underway. I'll let you do the honors at the start, Chief, and I'll try and see if I catch any interesting stuff at the back.
Yeah, Max Splits and Pretorius making up P18 and P19. So I was kind of saying there at the start, you know, the fast boys tend to be at the front here, you know, but actually there is a very, very fast back row of the grid there, Pretorius and Max Splits, and we have the lights up. It's 2, 3, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go at Spa. It's F2. Let's get ourselves some action. Hopefully no carnage here at turn 1. Light Cruiser, he's under attack here into turn 1, but Ducati's got that position sealed. Oh, and there is a bit of contact at the back. Nothing too bad. A bit of... Oh, yes. Oh, Wimpy is involved in this one.
No.
Yes, he's fallen right down the order. P18. He's actually out, I think. No, he's still in the race, but yeah, he got absolutely smashed there. And there's a safety car.
We have safety car.
Yeah, and I know that guy, Wimpy, is not going to be happy. He's limping around the track at the back here.
And and this absolutely compromises his race because he has to pit, you know, from this tire, and he still has to use the softs for 3 laps with it. So oh no.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy. I know. I can see Max Splits also has damage at the back of P15 currently. I'm just trying to go through the cars here to see if I can spot any damage because there was a lot of carbon fiber on up there.
Also has a missing end plate at least.
Yeah, you're right. And anyone else up front here? I don't see anyone. Oh, is that? Yeah, I think Bascadino is missing quite a lot of front wing in P10, so he's going to have to pit as well.
He's got on shreds on, so
yeah, I wouldn't like to be going through a Rouge with that front wing. Definitely not.
So I absolutely missed whatever happened there. So it looked like somebody caught a snap of oversteer and there was just a pile up on top of that. So it's been a messy race start. And I think it's the first time we got a safety car in F2. I'm not sure. Maybe you remember better than me, but
I think you're right. It is for I think so. Yeah, I think so. I've been in that many races, so they all kind of blur into one. But interesting thing is, yeah, like you say, these guys are going to have to pit, the guys with front wing damage, and it is just going to basically crush their race.
yeah.
But they will get, you know, their best sticking in as they are and just getting some race experience here. But you know, this is a great thing about F2, and I kind of harp on about it. You get the second chance with the sprint race, so yeah. Get their head down, just grind this out and find some pace for the next race, you know?
Yep, I'm just looking at the race director here, so Push DNF there, he got terminal damage, so he's got a wheel off somehow. I missed it, how it happened, but maybe we'll hear from Push in the chat or something.
Yeah, he's actually made a comment in the chat. He said, what the hell happened there? And then he said, we have had a few safety cars, so he's got a better memory than me. I'll go with his take on it.
And then I see that Wimpy has actually got 2 5-second penalties.
Wow.
From a collision with Bascadino and a collision with Hueni, and then also Pretorius has a 5-second penalty from a collision with Keyboard Magnussen. So it was carnage. Yeah, carnage at the start.
It's unfortunate it didn't even make it to Rouge.
Looked like Wimpy is gonna hit the back of Hueni there on top of her Rouge, but on top of Radion rather, but managed to break.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was P6, wasn't he? You know, he qualified P6, and now he's currently P17. So who knows? Maybe he can get some points in this race, but there's always the next one. Maybe if he can get up to P8, that would be ideal. But it's going to be a tough ask now that he has to do another pit stop on top of this. Although the safety car has kind of benefited him a lot.
So what Wimpy should have done here, I mean, he should have done what Larsen did. So pit for that other set of softs, because then you would have basically negated that damage difference. But fortunately, I'm not there to crew chief him today. You know, you would have been able to continue on the softs anyway, so that's what Larsen has done at the back of the field. So Larsen has pitted for a fresh set of soft tires, which you most likely are not going to need in the second race. You never know, but...
hold on, is Tipsy, or is Wimpy hasn't pitted yet?
Nope.
No, so is he holding off maybe? Is he trying to be a bit smart here? Is he trying to get the...
Yes, he's missing like half of his front wing, so it definitely should have pitted, is at least my opinion, but it's like, I'm not the one making the call in the cockpit, so...
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, he's going to really struggle. This is a track where you need all your front wing, you need all the downforce that you can get. But I wonder if he's just hanging out and hoping the safety car stays out for a couple of laps, which it probably won't. It probably will come in.
It should come in at the end of this lap, but
yeah, I would say so. If not, the next lap.
We get a message here, because I've not really been in this situation before, I think, so...
Well, I actually think the safety car is not going to come in this lap. Usually the light goes out and it's still flashing.
Definitely should pit now. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he should pit for that other set of softs he has.
Yeah, Elementrix in chat is saying I'll pass it on now, so she's crew chief in Wimpy, and I think he's gonna...
I'm supposed to be impartial here, I guess, but...
commentary and crew chiefing. Oh no, he stays out. He stays out, so he's obviously got his own strategy in mind here. Safety car is staying out, so I wonder if he pits at the end of this lap, does that count then? Is that his stop out of the way?
I actually don't know the rule here is a push. Can you, if you're listening to us in the chat, can you help us out?
Yeah.
So if you pit at the end of lap 3, is that enough to fulfill the tire rule?
Yeah,
Not
that's
really
going to be
professional commentary from me here because I don't know the rules, but
yeah, it's going to be critical to his strategy. I mean, if he is, you know,
yeah, so
it might
push
be.
is saying it is enough.
It is enough. Okay,
Yep.
yes, must be end. Okay.
Well, that's that doesn't make too much sense.
Oh,
But
must
okay.
be the end of the lap. Is maybe that's what
Yeah.
he's saying. Yeah. So I wonder if he crossed the line in the pits then, and that goes.
So maybe, but if safety car comes
pushes him.
in at the end of this lap and Wimpy pits now, well, I don't know. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, I don't think Push is too sure now either. We'll put a bit of doubt in his mind. He said, "I'm pretty sure." LOL. Yeah, keep us right, Push. We're two old boys in the commentary box
leaves
here.
the session, so.
Oh yeah, he's P18 and.
What is happening here? Like everybody's just stopping. Queenie's.
Oh, are they letting? Is this guy a lap down?
Ignoring yellow flag. What did Hueni get an illegal overtake or something? What happened there? Because he got a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag now.
I think because Nick disconnected, his car ghosted, and his AI was holding these guys up, so maybe tried to pass them, and then it's caused these penalties to take place.
He gets another penalty for that. Oh no.
This is
messing stuff up.
This is it's a big mess, isn't it? I would hate to be in the FIA.
Yeah, he's got 10 seconds now.
Yeah, a safety car in this lap. It just flashed up on my screen there. So Wimpy is probably gonna pit at the end of this one, and it's damage limitation for him. Maybe it'll work out. We'll see about that. As the safety car lights are out, so that's confirmed. Ducati is slowing these guys up big time.
And the AI of this car, oh no, it's just holding those guys at the back completely up. It's.
Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully Nick can get back into the session, but these guys are, these are not happy campers at the back of the grid. Wimpy and Larson being held up massively by Nick Ludius. And yes, I pronounced that name wrong. I should stick to Nick.
Yep.
Oh, it's saying here Nick spun. Elementary saying he spun.
We're going, Chief.
Yep, we are underway. Ducati is in the pits.
He's going to the pits. Okay, I thought
dived into the pits there at the last second. Light Cruiser is now in P1 then. So that's interesting from him. Interesting indeed. I wonder if that's a wise move there. And there's quite a bunch of people going into the pits. Nick, Wimpy, Bascadino, and Ducati.
Yep.
As the Cruiser is out front now with Luigi in P2 as they head down through Eau Rouge. No lift from Luigi. He is on the back of Light Cruiser. He's got a really good run here on Light Cruiser. I wonder if Light Cruiser did indeed lift a bit, or if this is all slipstream. Oh, he did lift a bit there, did Luigi, and he's going for the inside. Is he going to be as daring as to put it down? Oh! And Light Cruiser gets a switch back. Yeah, he got it. He did get it a bit wrong, and the Light Cruiser, wise old head there, just snatched that position back. Oh, and they're side by side going through into this corner, which we don't know which it is, but
Bruxelles, yeah. But anyway, so Luigi trying to get that lead, and I think he's made the move stick now. Yeah,
nice move from Luigi. We were seeing his Priuses earlier, and he goes to block off the inside line. Light Cruiser going around the outside. This is Puyon. This is going to be a battle of the bravest here, and it looks like Luigi. But look at the back here. We've got Jensen is all over Light Cruiser. Some really fast.
Jensen's loving this.
Yeah, some real fast action here, side by side action, and Tipsy Bob in the background there lurking, as is Adrianoff and Danny Co. It looks like Jensen's going to go for a move. Oh, he thought about it. Light Cruiser going a bit deep into that corner, gets a really wide line, and it's going to be under serious attack here from Jensen. Oh, Light Cruiser goes off, almost hits the wall. He had to lift massively. He's going to be under pressure here from. He is indeed. He's under pressure from Tipsy Bob.
And Light Cruiser are going to get him. Jensen are going to get him.
Yeah, but Tipsy Bob's got massive overspeed on both these drivers, and he had to back off there from Jensen actually, and he's got that move done on Light Cruiser. But yeah, look at this P1 Luigi and who's that? Luigi in the pits. Yeah, Tipsy Bob is staying out, but Luigi and who else was Jensen and Light Cruiser in the pits. So Tipsy Bob now in control of this race for the meantime. He's out up front. P1 with Adam, P2, and Danico as well staying out. Danico, the first of the medium runners, so he's P3. He's looking pretty handy. As is Pretorius actually. He's not too far behind Danico.
Yep. Danny definitely has had a great start. He's 4 seconds ahead of Danico on those mediums, and Danny gets a run on Adam as well on this camel straight, and I think Danny's got the move done actually.
Yeah. I'm just back here with Ducati actually. So Ducati's just came out right behind Luigi. Sorry, not right behind, right in front of Jensen, sorry, and Light Cruiser. So yeah, that paid off for Ducati, that early pit stop.
But Luigi, he must have had a better pit stop because he's 1.5 seconds in the clear of Ducati, and Jensen and Light Cruiser are at the back. So
yeah,
they're fighting hard as well.
Yeah,
so,
this is for P14. They're
yep,
battling so hard.
But of course, the guys ahead of them have not yet pitted.
Yeah, Jensen's almost pushing Light Cruiser through these corners. So I wonder, Light Cruiser seems to struggle a little bit.
Seems to be struggling a little bit with his rhythm here. So,
doesn't he? Yeah. I wonder what that is. I wonder if he's not put as much practice in as he usually does.
Yeah. So his other championship contender Push is already out of the race. So he only has to beat Max Blitz here today. That's Max Builds, I guess is the actual proper pronunciation of that name. But yeah. And I'm trying to look at some Max actually right on the back of Keyboard Magnusson up the field.
Yeah, and Danico, yeah, as you say, got past Adam there, so that's crucial for him.
And there's a big battle for P8 as well between Hueni Larsen and Krasicos.
Yep.
So a lot of action here at the moment.
Heavy braking zone here at the bus stop chicane. Oh, and Grasicos, it looked like a last minute decision there, a last second decision to jump into the pits.
Bit of a dangerous pit entry, but
just a bit, yeah. NJJ 5-second pit speeding penalty.
Yep. Behind that packet. In the meanwhile, Danico set the fastest lap of the race. So Pretorius actually he's dropping from Danico because he has that wing damage. So Pretorius is missing that end plate that he got from the start of the race.
And I'm getting reports in from Roxy. Just FYI, that end of lap 3 I did not work well. You need to complete 3 full laps. So at least we have that confirmed now. But that's bad news for the guys we saw pitting at the end of lap 3.
Yep, but Larsen's made the right call because he pitted for those softs again. So Larsen is in a good position here, I think. He of course still has to pit, but he at least made that work because he pitted for another set of the softs, which you ideally are not going to need anyway in the sprint race. So.
Yes, so let's get our bearings here, right? So we've got one more pit stop, kind of to play out for the medium runners. So who is effectively? Right on the back of the yeah, who's effectively in the lead of this race? Is it Luigi? I think it is.
Yeah, I think Luigi is he definitely is in the effective lead of the race. He's about 3 seconds clear of Ducati, Light Cruiser, and Jensen.
Huini is out. He let me see where that was. Yeah, it's just after Puyon. He's went into the wall, unfortunately.
Yeah, in turn 13, I think he's down at Hamilton. So that's what Lewis did in free practice this year. Went straight ahead there into the wall, and Light Cruiser trying to hang on to the back of Ducati there on the back straight. Jensen as in the mix as well, but Luigi is just running away from these guys at the moment. He's almost 4 seconds in the clear.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, Larsen and Max.
Oh, sorry, Ice Jensen goes for a move down the inside of Light Cruiser. He's hanging around the outside as they go onto the start-finish straight, and it's still side by side here. Both of them have DRS. Yeah, Jensen got a bit of a wobble on there. It cost him big time, and he won't be able to. He had to back out of that fight for position P6.
Yep.
But yeah, this is going to be interesting with Ducati.
Get a good run here.
Yeah, Ducati's really helping Light Cruiser here. He's kind of saving grace. Jensen is hungry for this position.
Light Cruiser is probably going to get this move done here because he's going to get DRS on the camel straight. Jensen gets it as well, but Light Cruiser ahead of him has it as well. So
I think Jensen's going to go for the move.
Jensen's going to go for it as well.
Yeah, he's done the inside. Oh, what a move! What a move! Oh my word. That was skin of the teeth racing right there. Thankfully both guys made it through, but yeah, I would love to see a replay of that. He was like almost on two wheels going through that corner.
Yeah, and Jensen makes that move as well. So he also had to make that move stick as well because he doesn't want to fall off the back of Light Cruiser, who is this is effectively the battle for the podium here.
Yeah.
Luigi seems to be in a league of his own for this race because he's 4.5 seconds clear of these guys.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Jensen we know what he's like. He doesn't take this lightly, this stuff, and he's in it to win.
Yep.
And he knew what he had to do there, like you say, and he just basically forevering into that corner, and it's paid off here as he's still very close behind Light Cruiser, pressuring him, and I think we might see a move here on the on the
Probably
straight
not on the
after
back straight,
Rouge.
but maybe in the next DRS zone. So they're approaching Blanchimon here. And,
Oh, Danico in the pits. Pretorius staying out, so Pretorius now in the lead of this race. Keeper Mike's in P3 as well. Props to him.
Yep. He of course has to still pit. And Jensen, Ducati also really close to Jensen here, so Light Cruiser is going to be struggling here on this next DRS zone. See what he can do to defend, but Jensen is most likely going to get this done because he's going to get a good run here towards Eau Rouge.
Yeah, and just worth noting in the background there is Adam and Tipsy Bob. I think Tipsy Bob got back past Adam, but yeah, this action here with Jensen and Light Cruiser is it's about to play out, and Light Cruiser going to guard the inside line, so Jensen going around outside with DRS open, gets the move done pretty handily, yeah.
So see, these guys seem to be quite evenly matched for pace, so is this... Oh, and Jensen gets a bit of a wobble on the exit.
I love how he's throwing around these corners, but yeah, it's costing him just these wee small mistakes.
Got it back.
And Ducati up the inside as well. What a brave move from Ducati, but yeah.
Oh, and Ducati spins. I think there was a little bit of contact. They were very, very close to each other. There's no damage, I think, but Ducati spun.
Yeah, no damage. He's down in P8 at the minute, and yeah, he might be under attack from Max Splits in P9 here. So it was hard racing, and someone had to pay a price. Unfortunately, today it is Ducati lost out there, but Jensen still all over. Yeah, he's all over Light Cruiser, 0.277. He's pushing hard here. You can see it every corner. He's just throwing it in there. He's driving with wild abandon.
Yep. Quick word. I think Hueni is saying in chat that they had some kind of contact with Larsen, and that's why he ended up in the wall. So it's unfortunate, and we'll maybe have to look at it afterwards. But that's what happened there.
Yeah, unfortunate to hear. And Pretorius is in the pit, so Keeper Mankson's staying out.
Danico in a big battle at the back there with the two other cars.
Oh yeah, Danico with these soft tires on, and
wide.
Wow, that's hairy.
Whip. Yeah. Okay. So Jensen actually DNFs at some point. Where did he crash?
Oh, and it's a start finish.
On the main straight.
Yeah, so he's
on the main straight.
We didn't catch it on camera, but he's obviously pushing it just a little bit too hard there, and you know. The F2 cars can be unforgiving, especially on throttle. If you're especially out of like the bus stop chicane, especially you get a wheel on the curb, you just get too greedy on the throttle, and it's RIP. So.
Max getting a good run on Ducati here on the Camel straight. I think he might be just too far back to do anything about it on this lap, but yep. But Max is attacking him. Also Tipsy Bob on the back of Adam here, so. In the fight for effective P3, I think. So this is actually the podium battle here. Adam is running in effective P3 because Keyboard Magnussen has yet to pit. He is leading this race, but I would expect him to pit at the end of this lap or the next one.
It's worth mentioning as well that there was talk, the battle for the green helmet, and you'll notice that the bright green helmet of Tipsy Bob. And I think they made a bet last race, and they said whoever, I can't remember what the bet was, but basically Tipsy won the bet, and Adam had to put away his green helmet. And I think this one's personal for Adam. This is him getting getting his own back on Tipsy Bob here. But
Tipsy got a
Tipsy,
really good run now.
yeah, they're very evenly
Going to
matched
plunge
here.
him on the bus stop soon.
Adam placing his car nicely there through the fast left-hand kink, and they're into the bus stop chicane. Heavy braking zone. You want to get your line. This is where Jensen lost his life. R.I.P. that man. And Tipsy Bob does. You can see gets on the power just a little bit earlier, and Adam actually lagging back a little bit. Oh, we're going to see lag cost Adam this position. Hopefully not. And Keyboard Maxon in pits as well, so he's come from the win and will drop back down the order and be on soft tires for the final few laps of the race.
Tipsy gets a bit of a scruffy exit out of turn 1, so is he close enough to do anything about Adam on this occasion? On top of Radion and approaching the DRS.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of overspeed.
I think he's close enough, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Adam guarding that inside line, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be done by for the corner, I would say.
Yep.
Oh.
So Tipsy Bob into P3.
Yeah. And he almost lost it there. Yeah, it's so easy to do that. I mean, you want to carry as much speed as possible. And that's allowing Adam to go up the inside, and he's passed him. You saw how much time it cost him there.
And Adam goes wide, and Tipsy gets it back again. So these guys are fighting for their life here.
This is great to see. Yeah, Tipsy Bob is coming out tops for now, but there's still 3 laps in this. And what's happening at the back? Danny Coe getting his way past Keyboard Magnuson. It looks like who's just come out in those soft tires, so obviously trying to get them up to speed. Oh, they're going side by side down to Puyon. This is incredibly brave. I wonder if they're going to be able to make it. I think they're teammates as well. This is.
Yeah, this is a fight for point as well. So.
Yeah, both these guys are very experienced. So it was too wide again for the fast right left-hander. This is great racing, man.
Yeah. Oh, and Kratchit's also there in the mix. Gets past Keyboard Magnuson, I guess. So Danico up to P9 and Kratchit's up to P10.
Oh, and Van Bates. Yeah, got it. Loose end at the back there, almost lost it. Just running behind these guys.
Yeah, Push giving us some information that looked like Ducati lost it just on power, and there was no contact with him and Jensen, so that's good news at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate Push is no longer in this race, but it's fortunate for us because he's given us some really good intel.
Yep. And we're 2 laps from the finish. Luigi pretty much in a league of his own at the top, 6 seconds clear of Light Cruiser.
Yeah, and I think Max Split's going to put a move on Ducati here. He's looking pretty pacey in P6, but he wants his P5 position. And look at that overspeed. Ducati again, you see these guys defending the inside line, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, Max has passed him already. NJJ another 3-second time penalty.
Which
Max Split's in
I think is
P5.
his 3rd or something, so...
Yeah, and keep an eye on those soft runner guys, because they've got some serious pace right now.
Keyboard Magnuson just over to Kratchit's back, so he's back to that final point finishing position. Blah, blah, blah. Can't speak.
Yeah, and this battle for P3 isn't over either. I'm keeping a close eye on this. Tipsy Bob's got the upper hand now, but Adam is still staying in within half a second of Tipsy Bob, so it's not over yet.
And it's all kind of unofficial, but I think if Light Cruiser wins this race and Max is going to be in P5, he's going to win the championship, Light Cruiser that is. I mean, if he finishes in P2.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting as well, yeah. So it looks like Light Cruiser will take the championship in this one, but I don't want to call it too early. I don't want to put a curse on him.
No, I think we also would need to see the actual standings, because we don't have the full updated standings, but I think it is enough. And Luigi sets the fastest lap of the race and in the lead as well, so he's just cruising away.
Yeah, Adam still on the back. Oh, Adam got a bit of a it's coming out of that last corner. You know, you see a lot of drivers just lose the back end a bit there, and he did the death wobble, but fortunately for him, he's still alive and well.
Still gets DRS, I think. So the battle for P3 and battle for P5 is still not over, because Ducati actually is also holding on to Max, and Wimpy gets a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Oh, that looked like he just deliberately crashed himself out. Let's hope we don't get a safety car for that.
Yeah, Ducati is closing in big time on max splits. It's a rule reversal this lap from the last one. And is Ducati going to get around the outside? They're too wide through this fast. It's it's incredible. It's hard enough to get one car through there, the little two side by side.
Great racing by the both of them there.
Yeah,
just leaving enough space, and Ducati is still trying to hang it on the outside, but has to yield. So Max holds on to that P5 for now. And Danico actually not too far from these guys. He's only 2.5 seconds away on those 3-lap old softs, but I think he might be just too far back to catch them at the end of the race. And Kratz just also retired from the section.
Yeah, see that? I'm not sure where he went off. Oh, it's
spun up at the exit of Bruxelles.
Yeah.
Hit the wall.
Another victim of the F2 throttle turbo issue.
That's what it looks like. And Adam's still right on the back of Tipsy Bob, and we're about to start the final lap of the race here.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on quite a few positions here. I think there might be a number of changes here in the last lap. It's going to be the last chance.
Might be worthwhile to keep it on P3 battle now, because Adam is 0.4 away from Tipsy Bob, and we're about to enter the DRS straights on the final lap of the race.
He closed right in at bus stop chicane there. That's allowed him, and he's got a good run out of the final corner as well. Get this DRS, as you said. So he head down to turn 1, and it's crucial he gets the best possible run out of this corner. And I think he took a really nice line there through turn 1, and I think he's going to get this moved on. You know, like he's lining
really
the pitch up nicely. Oh, he lifted a little bit as well.
Flat as well.
Did he not lift a little bit now?
I'm not sure. Looked like flat to me, but might have been a small lift. And I think he's gonna get Tipsy here.
And I think it's going to be done before the corner comes up. Tipsy is going to fight hard for this position. I'm interested to see what the response is from Tipsy. He's not going to settle for this, I'm sure. But he can't make any mistakes here. He will fall back.
And the unfortunate thing here is, I just checked this, that Adam has a 3-second penalty. And Tipsy Bob has 2 warnings.
Oh dear.
So unless Tipsy picks up a penalty here, he's still gonna get P3.
Yeah, and look behind as well. Max splits and Ducati battling hard. It's too wide again.
And Ducati has actually made it past him.
Yeah, Ducati's got it for now, but Max is right on his back. It's not over yet.
And Pretorius has somehow managed to overtake Danico, so Danny must have made a mistake somewhere. Because Danny's fallen off the back of these guys. He was only 2.5 seconds away a lap ago, so Danny's made a mistake somewhere. So still some action on the final lap here.
Yeah, I'm on board with Max splits right now. I'm just watching him as he navigates through Sector 2 onto the this long straight.
And
really key to get it.
About to cross the line to win this race as well. Just to cut you there, but yeah, Luigi across the line, and he's gonna win this race with a fair margin to Light Cruiser, 6 seconds. Don't think you have to push at the end there anymore. So Light Cruiser.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Max. I think Max is going to go for a move at bus stop. Yes, he's going to run the outside. He's going to have the inside for the final corner. Oh, and there's wheel banging and tooth off. Oh, Ducati. I thought he was off track there, but he managed to keep it on track. And Ducati keeping that position then.
So Tipsy Bob gets that P3 with that penalty of Adam. Pretorius finishes in P7, and Danny, I think, drops down to P9 with a... Did Danny have a penalty as well? That's what it looks like. So so the point finishers are Luigi, Light Cruiser, Tipsy, Adam, Ducati, Max, Pretorius, Basco, Danico, and Van Beets.
Yeah, Keyboard Magnussen running out. That top 10 with a P11 finish, Larson P12, NJJ 13, and Nick and P14. So it gives us a glimpse of the starting grid for the sprint race. So it's Bascadino P1.
Bascadino is going to be in pole. Yep.
Pretorius P2, and then Max split. So that'll be interesting. P3.
Yeah, it's two very fast guys up there. So Pretorius and Max are definitely going to be fast in this sprint race.
I mean, I think we kind of didn't really talk much about Luigi there, because once he came out of the pits, he just had that big gap, and no idea how he pulled such a big gap out there. It was a bit of a mystery. I'll have to review the race.
Looked like maybe the other guys were held up a little bit on the pits, and he got about 2 seconds on them straight away out of the pits, and yeah, he just seemed to have the best pace overall as well, I would say. So Light Cruiser actually did snatch that fastest lap of the race at the end of the race there, but unable to do anything about Luigi today.
Yeah, Luigi in a league of his own there. I wonder, I'm just trying to remember, did Luigi pit at the very start of the safety car coming in?
Nope, they
he didn't know.
it after it, so.
Okay, right. Well, that's an interesting one, yeah. So Luigi, as you often see, luck plays a huge part in this, but Luigi had the pace anyway, so kind of probably denied us a battle at the front, but yeah, Luigi will be happy with that win.
Yep, and I'm not sure if it's official, but I think this might have been enough for Light Cruiser to win the championship, regardless of what's going to happen in this second race.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, and if he does well in this race, yeah, that all but seals the deal, I reckon.
Yep. So if he's going to be ahead of Max in this second race, it's most definitely over then. But I think it already is. So yep. I unfortunately don't have access to that standings sheet, so I would have maybe been able to check it myself, but I think it is enough. We'll talk about it after the second race, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is about to start. The formation lap for that race is about to start.
Yeah. So as we say, Bascadino is in P1 for this one. Yeah, I'm interested to see Max Splits starting in P3 there. He's going to be pretty pacey, I would say. I love the sprint race. I love this, this concept of like mixing it up a bit, putting the faster guys a bit further back.
Yep. So Bascadino, Pretorius, Max, and Ducati in the first 2 rows, and then we have Adam and Tipsy Bob in the 3rd row. Light Cruiser and Luigi, very, very fast guys starting in the 4th row, so expect to see them climb up the field quite quickly. Danico starting in P9, and Van Beets, who was the last to get points in the first race, will start in P10. Keyboard Magnussen in P11, Larson P12. So Larson's thought it was a good strategy, but I think he was involved in a contact with Huene in the first race, so Larson in P12 and JJ 13th. Kratchijos in P15, so we're missing somebody in P14, are we? So, that's what it looks like to me, at least.
Yeah, I think that might be Nick. Would that be Nick?
Yeah.
I don't see him on
the
the
might
board
be,
there.
because he's okay. So he disconnected, so his grid slot will be empty, I guess. Then behind Kratchijos we have Wimpy in P16. Let's keep our thumbs and thumbs up that Wimpy actually gets somewhere in this race. He's had a lot of bad luck as well lately. Jensen starting P17, so he was crashed out in the first race, and Jensen also a fast guy, so we'll see what he can do all the way from down there. Huene behind him, also a fast guy, so expecting to see Huene and Jensen cut their way through the field quite quickly, and also Push actually starting very last in P19.
Yeah, I mean...
very fast guys, once again starting at the back. I think it was the same in the first race, right? So Pretorius...
Yeah, Pretorius and... yeah, we had Pretorius at the back, and who else was at the back? There was another very fast driver.
Was it Push as well? No, it wasn't Push. Somebody else.
But I'm just thinking here, Wimpy is P16 right at the back, but he has 3 incredibly fast guys behind him, so he's not really in a good position right now. He's gonna have to get that hammer done and get one of his lightning starts, for the sprint race.
You don't really get those lightning starts with TC in the F2 cars, so I think they actually get better starts without TC. It only works in F1. But we'll see what he can do. Let's hope he can at least survive longer than the second straight.
Yeah,
after the starts.
Kitsune in chat is cheering on our boy. It's Tipsy Bob, P3 in the last race, starting P6 here. Adam just in front of him actually, so there's another battle worth keeping an eye on. So let's try our best to keep up with the action in this one. As the lights go up, I'm trying to find a good camera. Here we go. It's 3, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. It's a sprint race at Spa, and Bascadino getting a good start. But look at this. I'm seeing a lot of position changes already. Bascadino into turn 1. Okay, Pretorius P2. He holds on to that. And Ducati, I don't see any real movement up front here. Anything happening at the back?
Yeah, Jensen's made up some positions. He's up to P14. They're approaching Eau Rouge and Radion.
And too wide through Eau Rouge, and cars everywhere. Yeah, most of them making it through here, thankfully. But I think someone
Van Beets into the wall.
Yeah, Van Beets was the only victim of that one. It was quite a messy one there. But Bascadino is under pressure from Pretorius. Yeah,
attacking Bascadino, but unable to make it stick.
And Pretorius now under pressure.
Ducati.
Yikes! Yeah,
squeezed off.
Ducati, another spin out from him. He's falling down the order rapidly here. So Pretorius out front is still pressuring Bascadino through Brooks. And
Pretorius wants to make this move stick because he has a lot of pace here, and you can see the gap already behind them. 2 seconds to Adam and Tipsy Bob.
Yeah, Pretorius needs to get this move done quickly, and he's going to have Bascadino as a kind of breakwater between him and P3 and P4. So this is a really good opportunity for him, but it's slipping away from him the longest lap we've done.
Again at it. So
and Danico as well in the mix. Danico up the side of Tipsy Bob. Gets squeezed out a little bit, now under pressure from Luigi.
Yeah, this is gonna be mighty through the final straight here.
Yeah, I've got
into
a yellow
the bus stop, so we'll see what happens.
Yellow flag in sector 2, sector 3. I'm not sure what that is.
Might have been Wimpy. He seems to have fallen at the back, fallen away at the back a little bit.
And Pretorius gets past Bascadino. Look at this. They're side by side. Actually, Bascadino gets back, so Pretorius had to lift there a little bit, scrub off a little bit of speed. He had the move done for a short time there.
Tipsy overshoots the final corner a bit, and that allows Danico to get past him. Oh, and there's a contact at the back. I saw somebody's pointing the wrong way. That is Max Speltz, who is pointing the wrong way. NJJ retired from the session, so I wonder if they had contact there.
Yeah. So he's back in last position, but let's go back up front.
Too wide into Eau Rouge here. Oh.
Yeah, and Pretorius backs out of that one. He was thinking, I don't think so, buddy. Now you remember last lap.
Oh my, that was a lot of action here. So Van Beets has left the session. He was at the back there. So Adam's still managing to hold on to that P3.
Yeah,
good job by him.
Pretorius not able to get any closer to Bascadino there, but he's harassing him.
Oh, somebody spins off. Is it Danny? Danny's off, yeah. So Danny's into the wall at the Lake Home chicane at the end of Camel.
No,
so
another victim. But
Danny all the way to the back in P14 now, and Wimpy actually gets him. So Danny down to P15.
Yeah, and Luigi is he's all over the gearbox of Tipsy Bob here. As they head down to Pouillon, I don't think he's going to put a move on here, but he moves out and shows himself in the mirrors. Yeah. Luigi, of course, the winner of the previous race. We know he's got the pace here, but not as easy to overtake as you would think. Oh, Tipsy Bob, if you go a bit deep into that corner there, he lost a bit of speed. You can see that scrub off there, but yeah, Tipsy Bob is a wise man. He knows where to place the car, and he's not going to let Luigi pass. A Pretorius 3-second time penalty. What happened there?
Seems to run a little bit wide at the exit of...
Yeah. And this is where he got past him in the last lap.
And they're going too wide into Blanchimon almost.
Oh, Bascadino running wide. He will pick up a warning for that, I believe. And Pretorius thinking about going around the outside. He will get the inside run on the next corner, which is crucial. We need out of the session, but we can't go back and see what happened there just yet. Look at this.
So
Pretorius takes the lead.
The moves done.
Yep, and takes... I was about to say takes the fastest lap, but no, that was Adam. And then Light Cruiser pops up as well. 2 minutes 0.8. And Bascadino going on to turn 1, puts a dive in, but yeah, had to back out of that one. As Pretorius tries to stretch his legs out front here. Adrianov is in P3 and he's running pretty close to Bascadino, so Bascadino is still under threat.
They're gonna get DRS now, I think.
And Luigi got past Tipsy Bob. I didn't catch that on camera, but yeah, he's already 0.6 up the road. Yeah, Bascadino.
Is he gonna retake the lead? He locks up a little bit into Lake Com, so they're still side by side, and Bascadino gets a little bit of a moment on the exit of Lake Com, and Pretorius takes the lead again. So yeah, Pretorius finally gets past Bascadino. And Adam also lurking in the background there, so he's managed to caught up to these guys as well. Catch up to these guys.
Yeah, Pretorius really wants Adam to start fighting up for that P2 position now and buying
Yep.
some time.
Pretorius definitely thinking in that cockpit that took a little bit too long to get past Bascadinho.
Yeah, Adam going wide there and now under pressure from Luigi.
Maybe I'll just shut up for a while. I can't speak. Sorry.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It makes two of us. But push 3-second time penalty. He's P10 currently. I'm just looking as well. Jensen has made his way up to P7 from pretty much the last position. He's now on the back of
Jensen is pretty much at the end of this, or at the tail end of this this train here. So he's only 1 second off Light Cruiser, and then all the way from Light Cruiser to P1, it's basically within 1 second. And somebody's there sideways, so.
Luigi gets past Adrian off there, and in the bus stop chicane, Adam. Oh, so close through bus stop chicane. These guys must trust each other massively.
Luigi gets a bit of a snap on the exit of that corner, so.
Yeah, and Tipsy Bob under pressure from Light Cruiser going into turn 1. I don't think he's going to get the move done. Tipsy Bob's got the inside line here, but it's all about this run out of the turn 1 corner. Yeah, and look at that. Look at the exit speed of Light Cruiser. Got the switchback done there. What a move.
And Pretorius is also under pressure here because he got a really bad exit from turn 1.
Yeah,
Bascadinho and Luigi is going to be all over his back to the end of.
Pretorius squeezing. Yeah, he's squeezing him to the side there. A bit cheeky from Pretorius, but hard racing. He didn't like that move getting done on him, but now he's under pressure from Luigi. So this is, like you say, he didn't get that move done early enough, and now he's under pressure from a lot of guys here. Look at in the background, you can even see Jensen at the back of that fight.
Yeah, and Jensen is loving this because the cars ahead of him are battling, and he's catching up to them because of that. And Jensen really sliding all over the track. I'm just running on board with it for a little bit, so Jensen really pushing hard to catch up to this pack. Luigi looking very strong here again.
I mean, I'm in awe of the racing here. Look how close it is. Look at all the names on the board here that are so tightly packed and running together. This is excellent stuff. I'm a bit jealous that I'm not in this race, but no doubt if I was, I'd be behind Wimpy in P15.
Oh, you never know, but and I mean, yeah, even Wimpy, who had some sort of a problem on lap 1, who is not too far from the lead, so this is a pretty close field here.
Yeah, I've got a bit of intel on that. Roxy has said that Max spun and Wimp's passed him and got an illegal.
Oh, there's action into bus stop.
Ooh, more action. Let's go. It's Pretorius and Bascadinho. Pretorius getting the move done. It looks like Bascadinho getting a really good run out though, and he takes a position back. So it's just back and forth between these guys. We've got a migrate.
And is there going to be some DRS shenanigans here? So I don't know which of them got DRS now for the Camel Straight. We'll see soon. Luigi definitely gets it.
Yeah,
so
Luigi's
almost into the
boxed
wall
in tight. Yeah, as they hit for a Rouge here. This is daredevil driving right here, and Luigi did not lift, I don't think there, and credit to him, as Pretorius has DRS on Bascadinho, and he's keeping it tight. He's he doesn't want to give Bascadinho a good run into this next set of corners, and Luigi gets the move done on Bascadinho, so getting that shallow run into the set of corners did cost Bascadinho massively, and Luigi now is going to be on the back of Pretorius.
We have lost Push and Wimpy. Apparently Push's game crashed, Wimpy DNF'd somewhere, so unfortunate for them. But Pretorius takes the lead once again. Luigi is going to be right behind him though.
Yeah, and I'm at the back of this train.
Look at this train.
Yeah, I'm looking at Jensen actually, because he's 0.2 off Light Cruiser now. So Light Cruiser putting the move down. Tipsy Bob made a small bit of
daring.
Yeah, that was very daring.
Light Cruiser gets it done as well. That's really daring into Puon. He actually went on the inside there.
Oh, contact! Yes, contact. And I wonder who's from wing I'm seeing flying there. Is that
Jensen? I think.
No, I think it's Tipsy Bob. I think Jensen came off okay there. Oh, but Jensen, I think Jensen may have damage.
Yeah. It's missing an end plate there. Yes, you're right.
I think Jensen may have damage there. You know, just based on how wide he took that that final corner there, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Adam getting a
It has to be
3-second time
something like
penalty.
light green or something because he's not missing an end plate at least.
Oh, and Adam getting a 3-second time penalty, but Light Cruiser sending it down the inside there and gets another really good run out of the final corner. Tipsy Bob dropping off at the back there.
Yeah, he has damage.
Yeah, Light Cruiser is now in P4. Adam going down the inside. Turn 1, is he going to get the move done? But we've seen Light Cruiser get these incredible runs out of turn 1 and again does it. I don't know how he does it, but he's just got so much confidence in that throttle
Really good
control.
in this car, and the Light Cruiser's gonna get DRS here as well, so he might be able to defend against these guys. So Adam gets DRS, Light Cruiser, everybody gets DRS pretty much except Pretorius at the top of the race.
Oh, and who's that getting run out? West Jensen getting really squeezed there, free wide into...
Oh, Jensen spins off!
No.
And he definitely has damage.
Yep.
So that's, and he leaves the session, so
Oh,
that
man.
is unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate, but it was free wide. It was a bit, yeah, a bit too daring.
Yeah,
oh, and there's more
absolutely.
contact. Light Cruiser and Adam. Let me see.
Light Cruiser has big wing damage. He's missing almost half of his wing on the front.
Yeah, it was hard to kind of tell what happened there, but yeah, they just got tangled up, and yeah.
Adam also big damage.
This race ain't over yet. We've got 3 laps left, but man, this is hard to keep up with this action.
Yeah, so Pretorius, Luigi, and Bascardino, the top 3 in this race, and I think they're the only ones who don't have damage from this. Well, it's not really a pack anymore because it's spread out now a little bit. So Tipsy Bob is carrying definitely the least amount of damage of these guys.
Yep.
So
you're right. Yeah.
I would expect that Tipsy is gonna be a threat to Light Cruiser for P4 soon. And if Light Cruiser can just finish ahead of Max Built, who is about 8 seconds away from him or something, it will be enough to crown him champion. And Luigi is going to be right on the back of Pretorius here.
Yep, he takes a really kind of shallow line there into the first turn. I think Pretorius might have got the better run out, but Luigi's going to have a DRS here, and Pretorius is going to be hard pressed to defend this move. As you can see, he's already catching him here before DRS opens.
Yeah, I think Luigi's going to get it done. He's so close. DRS as well, so Pretorius can do absolutely nothing about this, I think. And there we go, Luigi takes the lead of the race.
Yeah, he makes it look easy, but Pretorius is, all he can do now is put the pressure on Luigi and try and force him into a mistake, or capitalize if he does make a mistake.
Yep, and so what's the situation here actually? So Adam at the moment is the last guy running in a point finishing position, right? Because 8 guys get points from the sprint race.
Yeah, but he has a 3-second time penalty as well.
There's Danny Coe lurking in P9. And Adam has big wing damage, doesn't he? So Danny is definitely gonna get him, I think.
Yeah, and I wonder if Ducati's gonna get Tipsy Bob. Ducati, no, Ducati has front wing damage actually, yeah.
Yep, I think Tipsy is the only guy here who doesn't have, and Larson as well doesn't have wing damage, I think. So
yeah, so Larson just needs to play this safe, you know, just keep the pace and try and get past these guys without picking up some damage of his own. Adam, Danny
really
is
struggling to turn that car.
Danny is now in P8, so Danny Danny could do well here if he picks off these guys with front wing damage.
So Danny's done a great comeback as well because he spun on lap 1 or 2 or something like that, whatever it was. So Danny had that spin early in the race and he's come back to the points finishing positions, and I think he still might be a threat to these guys up front who have pretty big wing damage. Luigi sets the fastest lap of the race in the lead, but Pretorius is right on his back actually, so are we gonna see another switch here? Or is Pretorius gonna leave it for the final lap?
Oh,
Adam leaves the
Adam's
session.
out, yeah, so he's probably a rage quit, I would say there, a frustrating race from him, but yeah, Pretorius not lifting through a Rouge, and look at this, DRS open, he's going to get this move done, so he is not going to hold off for this one. Yeah, so it's going to give Luigi another spot and then on the last lap, and that's going to be crucial. So Let's see
Are we
what
gonna see
happens.
some shenanigans here for DRS, you know, on the final lap?
I think we may, yeah.
So I'm gonna have a look. I think Pretorius has 3 seconds anyway, so yeah, I think Pretorius can't really do anything about this. So Pretorius has 3 seconds, Luigi has nothing, Pascadino has nothing as well. Light Cruiser has 3 seconds.
Light Cruiser
Tipsy Bob
under
has also
pressure.
3 seconds.
Yeah, Light Cruiser under pressure from Tipsy Bob. There's a bit of a train behind Light Cruiser here. He's carrying that front wing damage, but yeah, Tipsy Bob has Ducati and Larson. Now Larson's the only guy out of these 4 that has no front wing damage, but as you can see, it's not going to be straightforward. As
And Larson is gonna get at least 2 of these guys on penalties for now.
yeah, and look, he's trying to get through, but he's got a wall in front of him.
Tipsy's got through.
Tipsy through,
Tipsy
yeah.
up to P4, is it? Yeah.
Tipsy and Ducati through, yeah. So Light Cruiser down to P6 for now. So Larson's got one more lap after this one to get some moves done. So we'll keep an eye on that. But
yeah, Light Cruiser almost hits the wall there. Struggling to get the car turned into those corners. Larson on the outside, I think he's gonna have to yield to Blanchimon, yeah. So Tipsy under pressure from Ducati, who is carrying a lot of wing damage as well. So it's gonna be a feisty final lap.
it's very interesting. Oh, Ducati getting a really bad run out of the final corner there, almost went into the wall.
I think Luigi's gonna take this race again on the track as well. He's gonna get it on penalties
Oh,
anyway.
and he gets a 3-second penalty. Yeah,
so
we
that's
did.
gonna be even with them.
He just got a really bad run for
Rouge.
Rouge.
Of course.
Yeah, he won't know this, but I wonder if he will find out by the end of the lap. I'm sure he'll be constantly checking his race comm.
Yeah, and Luigi makes it stick, so Pretorius down to P2 again.
Yes, I wonder if he will know or will find out that he's up against a guy who can win this race. It's right in front of him here. I think he's only really got one opportunity, you know, on that back straight to get the move done.
It's gonna be difficult, but because the toe in this game isn't really that big without DRS, so...
And look at this here, Danico's got past Larson, so Danico now behind all these front wing damage. Oh, what about going down the inside to Danico, but he's being patient here, and he has to play his cards right, but he's run out of track.
Really holding up these guys a lot here. And I'm not even gonna try and guess who's how this is gonna go to the at the end with the penalties. So we'll just have to
Danico touched Light Cruiser, almost Light Cruiser span out there, but he maintains his control over his car there. But Danico gets the move done. He's up into P6 and now on the back of Tipsy Bob.
Oh, Pretorius gets another 3 seconds, so that's...
Oh no! Oh, that denies us.
Lead for the battle done.
Yeah, that's it over.
Where did
Luigi.
he get it though? They're on the straight.
Yeah. Must have been coming out of that final corner before the straight. You can run wide on the curve there.
Luigi's definitely there. They're about to cross the line, so Luigi will win this race. Pretorius is gonna be P2 and Bascodino P3. Yeah, but we're gonna have a look at this Tipsy Bob battle here.
Yeah, great showing from Pretorius there, P2 in the bag, and Bascodino cross the line, P3. But yeah, there's this battle at the back.
Ducati is gonna be able to hold it.
Yeah, it looks like it for now, and Tipsy Bob looks like he's gonna pick up P5. Danny Cohen P6, right on the back of Tipsy Bob.
And what do the penalties do? Nothing at all.
Larson up to P5.
Oh, Danny drops with penalties, so Larson gets P5. That's great.
Yeah, so Larson P5, Tipsy Bob P6, Light Cruiser P7, Grassi Yachts.
And Danny lost the point by 0.079 seconds, if I saw right.
Oh man.
But Danico was P9, right? And he was under a tenth from a point.
Oh man, what a race! Wow. I need another sleep after that one.
Yeah. It's a bunch of action, so I'm sure we're gonna see some reports about this, but it was at least definitely very, very fun to commentate and watch. So as Spa always is, offers us great racing. So Pretorius gets the fastest lap in that race, but 6 seconds of penalties cost him dearly today.
So there you have
Still
it
P2, so I don't know. I'm sure if we're gonna talk to him, he's not gonna be too happy about it, but still P2.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a word with him in an interview booth. But yeah, what a race from him. I know he retired at I think it was last season he retired out of F2, and it's good to see him return and do so well in the sprint race.
Yep.
So there we go. Luigi P1, Pretorius P2, Bascadino as well. P3, yeah. He started P1 and he did well to hold on to P3 position. Had a lot of fast guys behind him. Brings it home P3, Ducati P4 then, and Larson, I think that's his best F2 finish to date, P5. And Tipsy Bob P3 in the first race, P6 in the second. And like you were saying in the race, Light Cruiser did indeed finish ahead of Max Biltz, so he'll be happy enough with that, I'm sure. But yeah, I wouldn't have liked to have been hearing what words he was muttering under his breath when he picked up that front wing damage and was coming under so much attack from the midfield pack. And I'm just going to get the interview screen up. See, yeah, boy, there we go. The interview screen is up. This scene is set. So let's see who is in the booth. Oh, I want to speak to this man first and foremost. It is Jensen89, my man. How's it going, sir?
Do I need to do an interview?
Yeah, just a quick one. I know you're probably, you probably don't want to do one, but man, I gotta say, like, I was enjoying watching you through the car around those corners. There was one move you did in particular at the end of the this long straight after Rouge, and I would like to get a screenshot of it. I might use that as my background for my desktop because you just made a move. And yeah, the car looked like it was on two wheels.
Yeah. You mean the 3 wide part?
No, it wasn't the 3 wide. No, it was before that. I would need to kind of, you know me, I'm old and my memory is a bit hazy, but I definitely remember you being, being on the ragged limit, and it was great to see, man. It was awesome, even though, it worked out how it worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, take away that part of it. I mean, you had some amazing pace on that track. You were coming from last position and were just carving your way through that field.
Oh, I had a near-death experience at El Rouge, though. Someone lost it and went straight across the track, and I had to steer left. And I think there was a millimeter between my right tire or wing and the back of his car. That's how it all started. But yeah, the first lap I cut it through the field really nicely, and the first race I got shoved around so much. The people forget it's basically a no contact sport, but today I didn't experience that really. Yeah, and then I made a stupid mistake out of the bus stop. I was pushing the limits too hard, and I think the tires overheated. I didn't really check. So that crash was stupid from my end, but the shoving around, it's not a good look, I think. And also with the 3 wide at the second race, Adam was going for the move on Light Cruiser. Light Cruiser was in the middle. I was already with my wing next to Light Cruiser on the right side, and he just kept steering to the right. So I had to go with 2 wheels on the grass on the right. Still tried to make it 3 wide. Wasn't probably the most smart thing from my end, but I broke really early, so I didn't push the other guys wide. Yeah, and Light Cruiser just cut it in like I wasn't even there anymore. So my car hit the barrier, lost my wing, and then it was start, exit game. It was done. The first few laps were fun cutting through the field, but and not to be mistaken, I also had a few minor incidents, but I think the one with Tipsy was just unfortunate desync. I was going around the outside of him at the end of sector 2. You have the left one.
Yeah, we saw it,
Yeah, and on my screen I didn't have contact with him, or maybe very, very slight, but his car unsettled like crazy, and his car snapped to the left, so he lost his front wing on me. That was a little bit unfortunately, but it was a little bit too much bumper cars today, I think, and people.
There's definitely a lot of action today.
Yeah, I mean, for the neutral view, it's great, of course, a lot of action, and for the commentating as well. But people stuck their nose into places a little bit too much today, and a little bit of just running it wide and pushing the other person off track. A little bit too much of that today. But yeah, in the end, I made a stupid mistake in the first race. And in the second one, I probably shouldn't have made it 3 wide, but yeah, there was no mercy from Light Cruiser in that one. He just cut it in while he knew my wing was probably still there. So yeah, stupid, I guess, but we'll see the next time I'm trying.
It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, no, not a lot to make of it actually, but yeah, I enjoyed the first 2 laps cutting through the field. I think the first lap I gained 9 positions or something, and in lap 2 I was P8 or P7, and I gained 9 positions. So it was going pretty well, and yeah, in the end it didn't matter. But I got a small group in voice chat with Danny, Adam, Luigi, Pretorius. We had a little bit of fun, so that's also good.
Yeah, that's the main thing, having fun. But I mean, I know it can be frustrating when you're in a race and people are just driving with the elbows out or using your car as a way to brake into a corner and stuff.
Yeah.
Or just not being very sportsman-like, So I would say any drivers listening, I always say, if you want clean driving, report dirty driving. And I think F2 as well. There's a few different factors into it. It's like people don't practice it as much this series for it's very much like a lot of people just show up on the day maybe and do a few warm-up laps. So their car control might be not what it should be, But I know what you're saying, and it's been something that's actually been talked about since its inception. Even Pretorius, like he was like today you saw him, he was like P2 in the last race, but he actually quit the series for those exact reasons. He just felt people were, just being very unsportsmanlike, and it's unfortunate to see.
Yep.
And probably in most cases it isn't even on purpose. Like you said, people show up on the day before, practice a little bit. I'm guilty as that for that as well, to be honest. I also only did 10 practice laps, but yeah, I guess we have too much of those drivers, and then you have the no assist users mixed between each other. One can brake a little bit later than the other. Then it's difficult to get clean races that way. And I don't expect that people roll out the red carpet for me because I'm one of the quick guys. Not at all. I expect everyone to fight me and battle me, but yeah, today just wasn't completely fair, and that's a little bit of a shame. But for the rest, we'll see next time.
Yeah, I wonder if
I think it's kind of been a theme for the last 2 days, I would say. Like we had a bit of a destruction derby in tier 2 yesterday as well, so maybe people need to take a small chill pill. I don't know. Of course we want to see action as well. That's alright, and sometimes contact is unavoidable, but yeah.
It happens sometimes.
That's why we're hiring the FIA, because with so many reports come in, we need as many FIA guys as we can. We'll probably have more FIA than actual drivers.
Yeah, but I'm curious for the screenshot, Ocean. Show it to me later.
Yeah, I'll search that one out, man. I think you'll enjoy watching that one back. I certainly enjoyed watching it, but yeah, thanks for joining us on stream. I know it didn't work out your way this time, but yeah, take some positives from that. There was some great racing caught on screen, so hopefully you get
I love being on board with you today because you were just on the edge all the time. That's what it looked like to me. So it was
I
want to watch you drive.
It was every corner 105% or something. It didn't really work out in the first race, but to be honest, if you really get into it and you have a few people that are fast as well, it's quite fun, and I take that with me and forget the negative stuff.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good attitude.
Okay, don't let me guys hold you up. I think there are quite a few people who want to interview.
I'll see that. So thanks for joining us again. Appreciate it, Matt. Cheers. Right, who next then, man? I'll let you choose who we speak to next.
Well, I think Luigi is a pretty easy pick because he won both of the races, I guess.
Excuse me. Luigi.
That's a nice welcome.
Gesundheit. Luigi, how is it going, my man? What a race from you there in the sprint series. And in the feature race as well, man. Some pace you were showing today. Back-to-back wins. Not often that happens. Just talk us through both your races.
You know, it's a funny one today because I accepted the race like 30 minutes before it started, so I didn't practice it at all, and I went like and did 3 laps in time trial, and I was in chat with the boys, and we had a lot of fun. It was just really a chill race. I had a pretty remarkable pace. Pretorius and I had a lot of fun at the end, and yeah, it was just fun. I never get 2 wins in a row, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and what was it like? We're kind of me and Ice were kind of like talking about it, but we didn't see how you got such a gap after the first pit stop in the first race. Was that due to like, do you think the other guys got held up in the pits or what? Or
No, I mean I had already quite a gap before I entered the pits, but we didn't really see it because it was at the bus stops. So it looked really close, but it was actually quite a margin, I think, because I know they had a pretty good pit stop. Didn't say they had a bad pit stop, so I don't know. I know they were
Yeah, it just
fighting.
looked
So I
like the
just
guys were like within a second of you, and after the pit stop, they were 2 seconds away. So I don't know. That maybe we missed something as well because there was so much action to keep up with.
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I just, the thought of going into the pits really came in my mind at the last second.
Yeah,
Because I
think
knew
you
the
were
pace
the
was
only
really
one.
bad on those tires.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but just a dominant performance from you today, and yeah, it's, I guess you were the only one who pretty much stayed out of trouble. Everybody else, like Light Cruiser, who is one of the faster guys, he had some issues in both of the races. So yep, very
I'd
very
say,
very good job by you today.
Thank you. I'd say maybe I, I made a small mistake at the last lap of the sprint race. Getting that penalty was pretty chill until then. And then, last lap, and it's like, oh fuck, I gotta pass now.
Yeah, that was actually close, but then Pretorius
was
also
crazy.
picked up another one, so
Yeah.
kind of yeah.
yeah, we're kind of
Over by
wondering
then,
if
but
Pretorius knew about that, because it was on the last lap, and you would have to be checking your, with your engineer every couple of seconds, to get that information. So I don't know if he got that, but yeah, that 3 second time penalty he picked up ended
Oh
the
yeah, I mean
charge.
we were chatting. We were trying to break the gap between Light
Oh,
Cruiser, and we did some crazy laps. Some really really good laps. Like he did a 159.1, which is really insane, especially on those tires.
yeah.
And so we were just chilling, and I wasn't supposed to make anything crazy because he had a penalty, and then I picked up my penalty, and we both shut up and actually try hard for that last minute.
So did you say in chat, did you got a penalty, or were you just keeping quiet about it?
Yeah, I was through a rouge, and I was like, "Fuck, man, penalty."
Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, so it kind of created some tension, and but yeah, it was fun nonetheless. He didn't do anything crazy. He got his penalty, and I wasn't really gonna mind really getting P2, especially because it's just a fantastic race weekend. Really, I'm very happy. I'm not even full time. It's a last minute decision. I joined because of Jensen, just to have some fun, and yeah, I guess I still have my seat in a way because nobody's taking Campbell.
Yeah, I mean the F2 series it's kind of declined, the attendance recently, but I think we've had a few good races, and it seems to have attracted a lot more drivers to the series. So it's good to see it kind of bounce back. And yeah, I would like to see you kind of fight out with Light Cruiser for a championship, because he's kind of the dominant champ in season one, and now he's kind
I
of secured.
think I think it's a bit too late, with me not having my
Yeah, for
steering
this
wheel
season,
for
sure, but
that month.
Yeah, but
We'll see next season. If my teammate just dropped me in the middle, hashtag Toto. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Season three, if you, because he's basically sewn up this championship for season two already. That's how dominant he's been. So we need someone to, challenge him. And I think you're the chosen one. You're Neo.
Mhm. It's
So
always fun fighting with like Cruiser. We already got a bit of history. It was really between me and him last season, and Toto if he didn't crash, which he always did last season.
yeah. So hopefully see you back next week, Luigi. And I'm looking forward to you in Tier 1 tomorrow at Baku. Yeah. You have some scary pace, but you were saying you kind of struggle on the actual keeping it off the
Yeah,
wall on
I'm
the
not.
race.
I'm not really confident at all in Baku. I've got an insane time trial, but that's it really. I was gonna put entire day really to practice wet, race pace, and quality on meds, and I'm still gonna do that. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. I'm more confident, you know. I know that I still got it. I'm super confident with my wheel now. Like the pace is insane, you know. It takes me really no time to do some insane laps in time trial, matching Kopi and Speedy. I mean, Speedy, if he really tried, probably could beat me, but yeah.
So
I'm getting there. It's pretty fast. It's moving forward. I'm getting confident. I'm pretty much not locking up everywhere, anywhere anymore. So
yeah, that's a scary prospect there. Luigi getting the grips with his wheel and no assists. Yep.
yeah.
Goodbye to P10. Yeah. So it's
Well, I'll be out of contention tomorrow. Trust me.
Icewind, we might be having fun together because I'm not really in race
I'm
pace.
gonna be in the wall like 5 times, so trust me. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's full damage as well, so it's probably gonna end
No,
this
man,
up
don't worry. I
regularly.
mean, because you know you gotta cut that last corner downhill, and it's all or nothing. And if you just get it wrong, you just smash into the wall, really, and it's just such a complicated corner to get. But you really need to take it right if you want to gain time. And then there's that castle that's gonna lose me 5/10 because of how slow I'm gonna go in it, because of how scared I am of it. So yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. I won't try hard. I didn't try hard today. Just had fun. I'm just gonna go out there and enjoy myself. You know, it's not really. I'm not really aiming for even the top 5 out there. But Spain is definitely gonna be an objective. I'll definitely push hard in Spain. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's tomorrow, and yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you on track. So join us then for that one. But I'm going to be back in the gentleman's lounge. We've got a few guys still to talk to. So thanks for joining us on stream, Luigi. Appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Nice talking to you guys.
Okay, Doug. So quite a few here. I want to bring in Pretorius, I think, and speak to him. P2 in the sprint race. Cannot remember what you did in the first race because I have no memory. Maybe Icewind can.
7th, I think.
7th, yeah. So Pretorius, yeah, we were kind of talking on stream. You were a full-time driver in the F2 series. You retired, haven't raced here for a while. Show up, yeah. So P7, I think you said, and P2 in the sprint race. Did you get an itch, or you saw Jensen was taking part today and thought, yeah, I'll give it a go, have a bit of fun. Judging by what Luigi says, sounds like you did have a bit of fun with this one.
Yeah, Jensen just asked me to convince him to drive, so I did, and then he convinced me to drive as well, because I figured we'll get the attendance up a bit. So I just did a few TT laps before the race and hopped in.
Yep, and you did very well. I mean, we were following that battle in the sprint race very closely. Luigi picking up that penalty in the last lap, and we thought maybe this is your chance. You know, is Pretorius going to know? And we found out that you're both in VC together, and you found out instantly. But then you got the 3-second time penalty. So was that just a case of pushing too hard, or what happened there?
Sort of maybe pushing a bit too hard, but also I feel like some inconsistent track limits. Because sometimes you can go very wide out of Stavelo and use the whole curve, and sometimes you can't.
I'll say that's
like
where you
on
got
my,
it. Yeah.
Like on my in the one-shot quali, I invalidated by going wide there, even though you can usually go very wide there. So that was pretty annoying. But at least I got the fastest lap at the end.
Yep, you did. And I mean, I guess what sort of cost you the race win was that you just couldn't get past Pascodino on the first 3 laps, pretty much. And after that, the other guys caught up with you, and yeah, rest is history, I guess. It's difficult to pass without DRS.
Exactly.
Yeah. So great showing. You started like basically in the back row in the sprint race, yeah.
No, sprint I started second. I started second. I started 18th out of 19th in the feature race.
Right, yeah, because like that's my memory. It kind of blend. It goes right. I don't have room for the 2 races. I don't have the memory for the 2. So I'll just squish them into one, and it's all one big race. I kind of did that with Star Trek and Star Wars as well. I just blended those both into one, and now I can't differentiate between the 2.
The Jedi were actually running the USS Enterprise yesterday. Okay, this is a little bit off topic, so I'll.
Yeah, I'll move you back into gentlemen's. Pretorius, hopefully see you back again, man. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, enjoyed you calling
Probably
that one,
will.
and some good racing there. Yeah, and yeah. Oh well, hopefully I can't even remember what track it is next week.
It's Elite Monza.
Monza. Okay, yeah. So we've got a good track ahead of us, and we had a few good races here. So yeah, it's a good wee series, and yeah, a lot of wheel-to-wheel action. So hopefully catch you then. We'll catch you tomorrow before then in the SLR Tier 1 race. So good luck with that and see you on track.
Yeah, thanks.
Sitter. Right, I'm going to bring in the last three guys together. And one of them is Tipsy Bob, so we might not get a word in edgeways.
Bloody
but...
Adam.
Here we go, boys. Hello, Adam. So Adam, Danny, and Tipsy Bob all join us in chat. So I'll go with Tipsy Bob first. Yeah.
Chief, you realise you've brought me and Adam into the same interview? This is going to take a while.
Yeah, so we'll try and have a bit of order about this, but yeah, it's going to be chaos in a few minutes.
Right, you're the chairman, Chief, you take control.
If not, what we do is if we put me and Tipsy together, it should shorten the time.
Well, here you guys were battling hard in that sprint race, man. That was epic, and at the end of the feature race, yeah. So I was kind of saying that last week you had that kind of bet over the green helmet, and I think it got a bit personal. It was like, I want this win, I need this win.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to him. That was another great bullshit. Another great battle in 2 weeks with him, and then I've got to try and pull the gap because of that penalty, and I ain't gonna get it in the end. And then I think it was just game over, and fair play to Tipsy again for getting the podium. But
for me, guys, it was I don't know what I think probably, and this is just a guess. I think most people were running probably 2 wings. I think. But I actually was running 3-3, and it's kind of bugging me because my pole position was pretty much my TT time. I did literally 3 minutes before the frickin' qualifying. But anyway, so I was trying to keep a gap on him, but then I checked behind me, or I checked, Jeff, and he says the car behind, he's got a time penalty of 3 seconds or something like that. So I said, happy days. What is it? 5 laps to go. I can manage this, no problem. So I held him off. I don't know if you noticed, I held Adam off on the main straights, defended those 2 points, and then I knew with my wings I could, after following him a few laps as well, I was quicker in sector 2, so I knew I could maintain that gap up until the final lap when he must have been pushing like a madman because he was right up my chuff. I mean, I'm not gonna fight this now. Let him go. All I have to do is stick within 3 seconds. So
I mean, I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna lodge an appeal, but I don't think it will get overturned because only 2 of my warnings came from the screen, so I'm wondering where the third one came from. I only got 3 all that race, so maybe questionable for the podium, but I don't want to take it away. So
what was I going to say? For me, I'll try and make it quick, guys, right? But because I think there's a few aggrieved people tonight, with a few things that happened, and probably warranted, to be fair. For me, I had overall a fantastic race. I was enjoying it. As I said before, I don't look to try and get podiums anymore, even though I didn't really get them anyway. But I just look to play for the fun, and I seem to get better results. And also overall, I had pretty decent race. The sprint race or the feature race was pretty peaceful, really. It was just the sprint race was a little bit hectic.
Yeah.
There was I probably don't know if you got it on a stream, that there was a collision with Jensen. I don't know what happened.
We got it on stream partially anyway.
I was going to say I got caught up in it, so.
Well, for me, how it happened was that I was holding Light Cruiser off. That's the only niggling thing. I was gonna say is that consistently for lap after lap, I was constantly getting hit, not big smacks, but just constant nudges, bumps, and dents, and it was getting a little bit irritating. It's unnecessary driving. And then, so Light Cruiser eventually got I seen him coming on the main straight or whatever it was, and he got the move done. I knew Jensen would go for it as well. I've raced Jensen a few times. I know he'll go for it. And so I was leaving room as best I could, but just, I don't know what happened. There was a collision and I lost my wing. that was that one. But it was more for me. The thing that really kind of started to irritate me a little bit was the constant taps that I was getting from behind and from the side. It is really unnecessary. And I think me and Adam kind of showed it last week and even today as well. It's not needed. You don't need to keep barge past people. Wait your chance. And I said to Luigi that I was going to praise him, and the reason why is because it's leading up to this. So I had that battle with those couple of guys, and I was getting hit consistently by one guy all the time, right? Whereas I had Luigi behind me as well, and I knew Luigi was quick. So I was doing my best to hold him off. And what he did was something I really commend. He was watching the way I was defending, and he then took me on turn one. A fantastic move. Clean as anything. Job done. I couldn't catch him. And for me, that is pure, total racecraft. Not having this raw speed and barging your way past. It's having the speed and also being able to pull off moves like that. So for me, I commend Luigi big time. That move for me was the best in it. But just to finish, because I know Adam's trying to chip in here, I'm just wondering how long I can keep him quiet. Overall, I'm chuffed to bits, guys. It's a P3 from P7 to P3, and then a P4 after getting damage, or P5, I think we got P4.
Okay, I'll renounce the green helmet again.
Have you not renounced that yet?
Oh, I did. I've got a blue one now.
Dude,
I switched the
because we've already settled that one. I'm top dog when it comes to the green helmets, right?
I mean, I beat you on track today, but may not necessarily be the result because of a time penalty.
Oh.
Ooh.
But you see, all my I would say to you is just drive cleaner. That was it. Just I don't mean hitting people, but just don't cut the corners. Simple as that.
Simple, easy.
It's
I would like to see another bet though. Have you got another? Can you do another forfeit bet? Or like you guys at Monza next week? Whoever finishes first overall.
I'm not here next week, so I'm out of that.
Oh, you win already, Bob.
Well, do you have a full-time seat in Formula 2?
Yeah, I do.
Right. How about this? If you don't beat me in Monza next week,
I'm not here. I'm not here next week.
It doesn't matter. What's a bet's a bet.
Okay, hang on. What's the track after Monza?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not
Sochi,
sure.
probably, I think.
I love Sochi.
Oh, HK Sochi. So we'll do this.
If I beat you, you give me your seat.
Oh. Fine. I agree to it. Also, I'm going to add this into it. You give me the helmet back if I beat you.
Ooh.
Both races.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Personal.
This is you were talking about this in the race, Chief, but I wasn't really sure what.
Yeah.
I never agreed to anything. Right. I'm the one. I took my green helmet season 1 first race, and I've just run with it. It's not my fault. People are trying to emulate me. All right. There are other people better to emulate than me. So it's my green helmet. So get wrecked. I was actually
okay.
I mean,
that's a good. I mean, that's a fine agreement.
But anything else you want to say, Adam or Chief or whoever?
No, I think we kind of touched on it about the racing. I think there's a lot of factors into that kind of racing that you see in this series. Where people maybe are just the only practice they're getting is on the day, plus the fact that a lot of people jumped in the last minute to this one. So probably didn't get any laps in. And I think there are some people maybe that are driving a wee bit unsportingly. So as I always say, to report the dirty driving if you want the clean racing on track.
I mean,
and one thing I want to add to that, sorry, Adam, is that please report the stuff and don't get into personal arguments on the channel instead. So just report it. The FIA will look at it, and I know the emotions are running high after the race and stuff, but let's just not always assume the worst of people. It'll be much better for everybody.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think just after a race, people should just literally, I don't know, go into the kitchen and make tea or whatever it is everyone else drinks in your coffee or vodka. I don't know. Just go and make yourself a glass. Just
maybe not vodka. That's not going to help.
I've got a whole cabin.
Straight enough. So that might make it worse. But you know what I'm kind of getting at. Just take a break for 5 minutes before you say anything, because I mean, it is just a game. I know, Chief, you often get at me too, but report these things. But a lot of the times I don't report them because it's just a game to me. At 34, I'm going to be 35 in 2 months. It's just a game. But I suppose in the interest of the betterment for everyone in the league, to improve the racing for everyone, then everyone should report anything they feel is deemed worthy of reporting.
Report and refrain from the name calling and stuff.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
that's my only message. Final message.
The overall aim of the FA is just to clean up the dirty driving. Just and I always encourage people to talk about it in the chat publicly. Because that way everybody can kind of look at it and learn from it, even if they weren't involved in that incident. They might understand it a bit more and go, right, I'm not going to do that, and learn from other people's mistakes, But yeah, I mean, I think you guys will enjoy watching this one back. You guys were on camera quite a bit for that battle you were having in both races, actually. Yeah, some really good stuff overall. So I think, yeah, we're going to run it out there, though, unless anyone else has got anything else to say, sorry. We've got SLR Tier 1 tomorrow then. I think Assetto Corsa is tomorrow as well. I haven't practiced it off yet.
It's Imola. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I'm keeping my seat out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got to do Imola.
You gonna drive, Chief?
I actually don't know. I don't know about that, but it's too.
If you're not gonna drive, maybe we can do comms or something.
Man. You need to drive.
Yeah, I don't know. No practice is not a good idea for me. You'll see worse driving than he did today in the F2.
Maybe we can do comms or something.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I would like that. But yeah, so that's tomorrow. Assetto Corsa to SRL. I'll be on after the Tier 1 race, and then Sunday, of course, to SRL rounds out the weekend, the race weekend with Tier 1 and Tier 2 races. So looking forward to that. That's going to be Baku all the way for the F1 tiers. Yeah, so we've had a few interesting races at Baku already this week. Baku is always one to throw up a few interesting results, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I'll be taking part in Tier 1 tomorrow, as will be Tipsy Bob and Icewind. So yeah, tune in for that one. We're all kind of.
Sorry, hang on. Whoa! I heard what's
you in the walls.
Yeah, see in the walls.
Chief, I missed that.
Just saying, we're going to be racing in Baku tomorrow, so we're nervously awaiting that one. It's an interesting race, Baku. I don't know if you've done much practice for it, Bob, but the practice I've done hasn't been very promising. Let's say that.
Well, I love Baku, but I haven't practiced at all. So, but the only good thing I can say is Tier 1's no assists, so nobody can do that ridiculous dive bombing we've seen recently with their ABS.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
You don't want to trigger anybody here, but
I can relate to that. Talked about this a little bit over the week, but yeah. No,
Okay.
I just realized.
Let's just not get me started on this.
I'm telling you, I just dropped the bait there, Chief, and he takes it every time.
Yep, every time. It's easy
But
done.
here, we actually just spoke over Danny. Did Danny not want to speak and he disappeared?
He actually disappeared there. Yeah, I think he had to go to the toilet to do a number 2. So good luck to Danny and his number 2. Hope you're still watching.
Well, thanks for you, Chief, and you, Icewind, for doing the streaming for us and the commentating, man.
Yeah, not a problem, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Always a
It's
pleasure.
definitely fun to commentate today, even though
Yeah, absolutely. I woke
somebody
up.
might think there's a little bit too much action, but good for commentary.
Yeah, Bob. I went for a nap before the stream, and I made the mistake. That stupid mistake. As league admin, I should really know better, but I thought the race was half an hour later than it was. So as the race lobby was up, I was like going, is the race now? And Ice was like, yeah. I'm like,
Do you
oh
remember that
no.
Do you remember you were giving someone you know very well, me, a lot of abuse because I mistaked the times? Remember that?
No. And that wraps up the stream
Yes,
for today. Thanks
I've
very
got
much for
an
watching, ladies and gentlemen. We're